Hey everybody, it's me Megs, and I'm here to do this easy summer smoky eye. I have really have been enjoying this kind of simple, glam look that is quite smoky, but then again, it's very subtle and can be worn during the daytime this summer. But the very first thing I'm going to use is my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, and this is an eyeshadow primer that allows my eyeshadow to last all day and helps my eyeshadow from creasing and helps make the eyeshadow more vibrant. And as my best base, I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills waterproof cream liner, I believe this is called, and this color is called Sable. And I'm going to apply this onto my lid with my finger here, and I'm going to apply that on my lid as my base to intensify the smoky eye. So this will allow the dark colors that I'm going to apply stay dark and be really intense. So I'm only going to apply this on my lid lid space, that is. I'm not going to take that up too high because I don't want to look like somebody punched me in my eye or like raccoon eyes. So I'm really patting that in and focusing on the lid area. Now I'm going to take my MAC Prep and Prime translucent powder and I'm going to apply this underneath my eyes just to catch all the dark eyeshadow fallout that I'm going to have. Now I'm going to take this kind of deep, dark kind of plum color. I don't have the name of this, unfortunately, but if you know the name, shout that out down in the comment area. And I'm using a jumbo eyeshadow brush to pack on that deep color on top of that base that I put. So I'm just using patting motions, and then I'm going to eventually start to blend out that harsh crease area. And I did not apply any product to this brush. I'm just blending it out as is. So it's going to take me a minute to just make sure that this area is as seamless as possible because I don't want this area too harsh because smoky eyes need to look like a gradient. So I'm using my fluffy eyeshadow brush to kind of erase that harsh line. Like that. So it's starting to come together slowly but surely. Now I'm just going to take some more of that lid color that I originally put, and I'm going to apply this in the crease area and onto the lid, just kind of like blending everything together. I'm trying to make everything come together as smoothly and seamless as possible. So as you can see, it's somewhat blended out to my liking. Now I'm going to take brown script and I'm going to warm up my crease area just because this is kind of like my favorite crease warmer for chocolateness that I have. And I'm going to take that into my crease and kind of blend down into my lid a little bit too to help minimize that harsh crease area that I originally had. So it's starting to warm things up. Now I'm going to take my cream color here from my 88 Neutral palette by Beauty Treats, and I'm going to apply this directly underneath my brow, and I'm focusing more so on the high point of the brow and then sweeping everything down because I want that color to be a little more intense in the high point of my brow just because it looks really pretty. And I'm just kind of sweeping everything down into the crease to help blend all of the colors together like that. Now this is my transition color. This is Orange by MAC, and this is a matte orange eyeshadow, and this just helps warm everything up. I just really love using kind of warm oranges and colors like that in my crease. And then I'm going to take my angled brush that I used before to apply my highlight color and blend everything else together like that. Now I'm going to take my favorite kind of eyeshadow at the moment, and this is by ColourPop, and this is called So Quickie, and it's kind of like an iridescent silvery / pink sparkly color, and I just really love the look it gives a smoky eye. It just adds a nice kind of glam sparkle. As you can see, it's actually like it has little specks of sparkles in a way. It's like shimmery, but it's not too shimmery. And then it's like it gives you glitter, but it's not really glitter. So I absolutely love this. It's just beautiful. It helps bring out kind of like that plum color that I put on the lid too. So I'm using my fingers because with this eyeshadow, you have to use your fingers or some kind of synthetic hair brush. But I choose to use my fingers because I get the best result out of using ColourPop Cosmetics eyeshadows. And they suggest that you use your finger too to get the most intense, color payoff. So I just pat on as much as I felt necessary to get the intense look that I'm going for. But you can do a nice like light sweep over your eyes and it's just equally as pretty. So now I'm using my fluffy eyeshadow brush to help blend out any harsh lines or areas that I see from applying that eyeshadow on top of my smoky eye. Now I'm using my Flutter lashes, and these are mink lashes. These lashes are called Natalie, and I've worn these about almost 15 times now. They last so long. I love mink lashes. And I'm using Duo Lash Glue to apply this, and I'm using clear since I did not apply a wing liner or any kind of liner. I didn't tight line my eyes either because my eyes get irritated easily, so I did not do that, but you might want to do that for this look on yourself. And I'm using mascara. This is Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and with that, with using mink lashes, you have to apply your mascara first and then apply the lashes because you don't want to use mascara on your mink lashes because it just, takes away the life of your lashes. So I'm wiping away the translucent powder that I had underneath my eye with this e.l.f. Brush that I love so much now. And so this is the look. It's fairly dramatic. That's why I did a larger lash because I don't have a liner on or anything. And I just thought the larger lash would make it a little more glam. But you can use a more subtle lash if you want to. Now I'm taking my MAC Extra Dimension SkinFinish in Superb, and I'm applying this in my inner tear duct. Make sure you blend this out. I forgot to blend this out, so it looks a little harsh, but definitely blend out your inner tear duct area with this shimmery color. Now I'm taking my MAC, and this is a limited edition blush, and this is called Stratus, and it's kind of like a shimmery blush. This is a mineralized blush, and it's very subtle when going on, so you can build it up to your liking. So I just put a nice little wash on my cheeks using that e.l.f. brush that I showed before. I really, really like this brush. I just do. It was only, what, $3? So I'm just applying this to my cheeks. And now I'm going to take my Superb that I put in my inner tear duct, and I'm going to apply that onto my high point of my cheeks. And as you can see, everything kind of goes together, kind of has a plummy, kind of natural glam vibe that I'm giving. Now for my lips, I'm going to use this LA Girl Cosmetic Eyeliner Pencil, and this is kind of like a really deep, dark brown. I find that eyeliners work better as lip liners for my skin tone because just some liners just aren't dark enough for my skin tone. And since I'm going to be using a nude color, I'm taking the dark liner a lot more into my lips than normal. This color that I'm using is by MAC. It's called Creme De Nude, and I'm going to go ahead and apply this onto my lips and just really get generous with it because it's quite sheer. Now I'm going to take my MAC lip glass, and this is also limited edition, and this color is called Seducing Sound. This is also very sheer too, and this is pretty much the look. I absolutely love this look. It's very quick and easy, especially if you're in a rush to go somewhere, either day or night. It works great for both. And if you guys do have any questions, feel free to ask me. All information and the products that I use will be down in the description. And I'll talk to you guys later.